All right. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today for our open house for viralblitzmailer.com. I'm here with Don Orr. Did I pronounce that correct, Don?
Yep,
Okay,
yep, that's
great.
correct.
Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. As you can see, it's actually a group of 10 marketing membership sites, kind of within a giant super network, and all of the sites are included as well. And we're just going to spend about the next 30 minutes trying to go over it real quick so people can kind of understand what it's all about. So, um, if you haven't already dialed in to our audio hub, people, please do so now. You can also use your computers integrated also to listen in. Also, during the call, if you've got any questions, please just type them into the question section and I'll get to them as soon as I can. I usually try to field all questions at the end, but if you have something pertinent to the what we're talking about right now, go ahead and ask it. So, looks like here's our first slide here. It kind of tells you about the deal. The annual revenue is about $11,000. The net profit's around $10,000. She gets about 133,000 uniques and 1.5 million page views per month. The traffic's been down a little bit since it was a couple years ago, and actually some of these sites have been as late long back as 2010, I believe. Isn't that correct, Don?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, great. So why don't you go ahead and start off and tell us a little bit about this slide here, Don?
Okay, Viral Blitz Mailer is one of the newest scripts. It's based off the LFMVM script, and it's basically, I guess, would be like a safe list. It's kind of your next generation safe list, where members can join as a free member or a monthly paid member, or they can take an OTO offer or a yearly membership. And basically, the whole premise of the site, it gives an avenue for members to actually send their mailings out to other members that are interested in seeing what they have to offer. It could be affiliate programs, could be ebooks, could be a biz op or something like that. And basically, the way that you earn credits is whenever you view other members' emails, which you can do right from the site or via your email. You click the credit link and you'll receive credits for it. And then those credits you can log in and send your own mailing out to the list.
So in layman's terms, this is just a way for someone that has a product or something, and they may not have anybody to market to. They may not have an email list. They don't have anything white labeled, and so they don't really have that
Correct.
capabilities of doing so. So they could just basically pay you to do that.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And like I say, they can join as a free member or a paid member. And I mean, these lists are great for, building your own opt-in list. I
Right.
mean, you can send out offers and stuff like that, and you will get the odd sales coming in from that. But it's always best to build your own list first.
Right. Okay. Good. And explain to me about this slide here.
Tiger Solo ads, same type of script. Um, but what I've done is I've changed up a few things. Like there'll be certain things that you'll find in Tiger that you won't in Viral Blitz. For example, on Viral Blitz, it has attached two super solo networks. And what that is a collection of other sites that are joined to say Viral Blitz Mailer. And these are super solo ads that members can purchase only. And it'll go out to anywhere from, I think my last sub count was about 25, 26,000 members. And on my aliens, you're receiving about an average, I would say 150 clicks per solo ad that you send out. So it's a really good way of getting out to the masses without
Okay.
doing a whole bunch of work.
Okay. Great. And then what is this one?
Dragon Solo Ads Plus is based off an older version of the advanced text ad exchange. And basically what that is, it's still same premise as, say, Viral Blitz or Tiger, but it's just a different script that's handled. So you have a lot more options in the type of ad types. You'd have traffic links, hot links, login ads, solo ads, I think they're set and forget solo ads, cash solo ads. Some members can actually earn uh, cash when clicking on solo ads on this particular script. Um, I do find with the text ad exchanges, they're really good for branding, is what I like to use the traffic exchanges. I also have several different ad networks that are connected to Dragon, so you could go there as well, and it offers a one-click submit. So you're submitting to something crazy like 96 different sites with a click of a button, and Dragon
Oh,
being
wow.
part of that network as well.
Okay. Cool.
So it really saves a lot of time.
Nice.
Solo Ads Plus, same script as Dragon. Um, I haven't done much work on those last two sites. My main focus has been the LFMVM sites, Tiger and Viral Blitz, because they seem to be the ones that tend to make the most money, tends to be the most responsive sites. Me personally, if I was keeping the sites, I would probably most definitely upgrade Solo Ads Plus and Dragon with a new look and a new script.
Okay. What do we got here?
Galaxy Hit Exchange. That was a project in the works. It's from the same makers that make the LFMVM script, but it's the LFMTE script. And what it is a traffic exchange. So instead of clicking for email credits, you're actually clicking traffic. So basically, you log into your account and you're going to be viewing other members' website pages. And usually you'd want to use like a landing page, an opt-in page is the best way in the traffic exchanges. Conversions for members, your traffic exchanges would be lower than, say, email marketing, right?
Right.
But this site, I've pretty well got it all built, but I've never launched it yet. Just haven't had the chance to actually get her out there and launch. Because with traffic exchanges, you're spending a bit more time. You need to be pretty active with the members on a weekly basis, doing contests and stuff like that to be competitive. And, I've just been so busy doing other things that I just haven't had a chance to launch that one.
Okay. Cool. Huh. So you keep saying like things like LBMFs, or could you give us a quick layman's terms of what those mean, so that for people?
Basically, the LFMVM is the script makers that made the actual script. The nice thing, because see, whenever you get into having websites online, the most important thing for any business owner is making sure whoever made that script is updating it. And the nice thing with the LFMVM and the LFMTE scripts is they update it on a monthly basis. Like they do conference calls once a month for both those scripts to help the owners and stuff like that. So the support is there. And, with the new versions of PHP coming out, you want to make sure the script is up and running good and that the bugs are out, especially if you don't have, programming background behind you. So that's kind of why I like those scripts, because they're updated constantly. And the LFMVM script is been out, I think, 2.5 years, so it's fairly new, with meaning Tiger and Viral Blitz, where the traffic exchange one, it's been out quite a number of years. I'm not sure exactly how many, but it's got to be around 4 or 5 years now, I think.
Okay. Cool. So we've got this. What is the market for success? Go ahead and explain what this is right here.
Okay, this one, and I've been playing around with this one. Right now, the way it sits, it's just basically an empty blog. And my idea was to actually set it up as like a marketing porthole where members can sign up to my newsletter. I'd send out an update once a month, and they'd get marketing strategies. Prior to that, I have wholesale traffic, so you can come purchase targeted traffic leads, or you can do email blasts. and prices are pretty affordable on those. But like I say, right now I just have it as a blog because I was changing things around with new different plugins that I got for WordPress and wanted to test to see. Basically, it was going to be my portal for all the other sites. And I would drive everything over to iMarket for Success and then filter it all out was my idea. But, depending on the buyer and that, I mean, I can leave it as a blog or I can put it back as traffic services.
Okay.
Okay, Keymails. That is basically another version of a text ad exchange. It has a few different features. I prefer this script over, say, the one on Dragon or on Solo Ads Plus. It's just a newer version of it. And like it has different types of ads, like you have your hot headline ads that's bolded in the yellow there, and they can have a banner and then a text ad beside it. So it's just kind of a different way of displaying the ads to get their attention and that.
Perfect. I like some of those ads. Looks like do you design all the ads yourself and stuff, or is there a particular kind of ad that works
Only,
better?
only my sites I'll do the banner ads. I mean, I get asked a lot, different admins, they need some banners done, and myself or my husband will do up some banners. But yeah, like a lot of them, you use like your 468 by 60 banners ads, and the other popular one would be a button ad, 125 by 125.
Okay.
Now, Alien Super Solos. This is the newest PAE script, and I like this one because I know it's going to work with PHP 7, and the functionality. I know the fellow that actually rewrote the script. He's a really good programmer. I've used the services in the past, so you know that you got quality coming behind it, and that's really important. Like I say, when it comes to scripts and that, is having a good programmer behind you. I mean, I just happen to be lucky that my husband's a programmer, so we can do a lot of tweaks ourselves. And with this script, I quite like it because it gives members a lot of different options where it's kind of on a borderline of a safe list, but a text ad exchange, traffic exchange, but just kind of presented in a different way. And members can actually log in and send out what we would refer to as a list email. So if they didn't have, say, any solo ads available in their account, they could just come in, and it's based on, whether they're a pro member, a JV member, or a super JV member, and they can actually send out a list email to the members,
Oh,
which
okay.
is kind of handy.
Right.
Now, the other thing with Alien Super Solos is it actually houses my Super Solo network. It's the main administration area for the network, and basically with the sites, you would actually own that network, and you can collect revenue by bringing more admins on the network as well. Currently, we have a total of 30 sites, and with this script, you should be able to push. I wouldn't go any more than 100 because then you got mail flowing out left, right, and center, but
Right.
it can take up to about 75 to 100 different partners. So
Okay.
that would be
And then you generate some revenue off of each of those partners as well.
Oh yeah, because well, the first time for the install, you would collect the money, and the way the Super Solos work is every admin that actually pays to get it installed on their site, any aliens they sell from their site, they keep 100% of the profits.
Okay.
And say with like my sites, I mean, I've got a total of 11 sites, and the majority of those I collect the revenue from that. And I
Right.
mean, day doesn't go by that I'm not selling an Alien Super Solo.
Okay, cool. And what web cacher? It's just another version, I guess, huh?
Yeah, it's same script as Keymails. Again, that's another one that hasn't been launched. So I mean that one, you know, you could definitely just change out the graphics or leave the graphics or, just finish inputting all the admin settings, which
Okay.
is just in the back end of the admin, and away you go with that
There
one.
you go, off and running. Great. Now this is your little host. You said some of your people in your network host with you, and they host
Yes,
on
they
just a
do.
V host, correct?
Yes, yes.
And
It's
this basically
actual.
go ahead.
Yeah, this would be basically. I tried. I didn't really get. I didn't really want to get into the hosting business. But I kept having admins that were looking because I mean it's so hard out there to actually be on a host that allows the volumes of email. Like on an average, I'm probably pushing out about 300,000 emails a day
Right.
with all my sites, and that's not including my clients. So it's a big volume like HostGator. They won't entertain you.
And that's all
So
whitelisted and white labeled and all that stuff. And
yeah, yeah. So I mean, it comes with the full hosting. It's all connected up with WHCMS, and it's connected to the server. So when someone comes and orders, it'll automatically set it up. And I think right now I've got it set to approve. You go in and you just approve the order, and away you go on that. And then that's monthly income that comes in. And the nice thing with hosting is once someone's found a reliable host, they don't move.
right.
They stay put. So it's a guaranteed income every month.
All right. So these are your AW stats. You do not have Google Analytics hooked up. Is that correct?
No, I don't. I never, I never got around to adding the sites to
Right.
Google Analytics.
All right. Well, we can see
I mean,
from
I
here. I mean,
studied
you
the
look.
guy
It looks
market
like.
success.
I mean, you got pretty solid traffic stats. I mean, 60,
Yeah.
70,000 uniques, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 uniques, and shows your page views and everything. So bandwidths and this is all verifiable. You'd be able to share this with a prospective buyer as well. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, not a problem. I just log into the back end of my cPanel.
Okay, great. And go ahead and tell me what this is.
I just have to
Oh,
get
it just
into it.
you can just see it shows you links that are coming from these referring from stumbled upon.
Okay,
Yep.
so that'll just be where traffic's coming from, probably based on search terms and that. Different, how many pages are coming in and
Right.
percentage. I know before Google started changing everything up, I used to be able to get some really good rankings with Google. But I mean, over the last several months, they've been changing things, and I haven't really followed much about it.
Right.
But I mean, I still do get traffic from Google, probably not as much as I'd like to see though. But yeah, definitely different ones there.
And this really is just the majestic SEO, and it kind of shows us about a little bit. I mean, you can see there's a tremendous amount of backlinks involved. There's 285 referring domains, and so this is just from being shared around from I'm assuming other people in your networks and stuff like that
Yeah,
as well. So
yeah, like affiliates will backlink in that.
so we can see here this is where the majority of your traffic's coming from. Different, so text links, images, frames, and so you do spread it out a little, quite a bit between most of your stuff there. So,
Yeah,
and this again, this is just showing what it is. You got your backlinks, so it's coming from Visual Web Effects, and
yeah, which is my husband's site.
okay,
And then DNR Web Services, that's basically my support desk for all the sites.
oh, okay,
And that would actually be included with the sales fee because I think it's actually a total of 12 sites.
oh, okay, and we can get into more details with that as well when someone
Yeah,
comes in. You can,
yeah,
figure out what all you got, and I know there's a lot of moving parts to this, so. A lot of moving
yeah.
parts, one person running them. So, I
It's
think that is
fine.
important to know is that it's just you running it, so people might see that there
Yeah,
seems to
it
be a
is.
lot going on, but it's all pretty automated and pretty easy because you're only putting in how many hours a week did you say now?
Well, I mean, all you have to really do is, I mean, my daily structure is I get up in the morning, first thing I do, approve all my ads, answer any support tickets. Then I'll go and most of my day probably spent tinkering because I just love fixing things or
So
going in
how
and
long do you
changing
think you
things.
spend a
And
day really with everything? Maybe 2, 3 hours or at the most?
yeah, about that. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, someone could successfully run it like 20 minutes a day.
Right.
I mean, they want to get some traffic out there too. I mean, you've got your affiliates pushing it too, but I mean, it's important to be pushing out your own links too.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about this. It looks like your traffic was kind of migrating down here for a while, and now all of a sudden it's
Yeah.
shot up. So, why don't you explain that in a quick?
Yeah, like you'll notice, like for, I don't know, it was about 7 months. Unfortunately, my sister had passed away, and I came offline for about 7 months. And, all I managed to be able to do was log in every day, approve my ads, do a couple of sport tickets at that. Um, but you'll notice, like, since November is when I did the redesigns on Tiger and Viral Blitz.
Getting
You'll
back in
notice
action again.
that, oh yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah. But and I
Yeah,
mean,
that,
even during all that time, the site still continued to make money. I mean,
right.
obviously the sales were down, but they still consistently made money every month.
Yeah, we can see here with this one that the page views kind of follow right along with that as well. So
Yeah, yeah.
good. And then this is just your back end of your admin here. Give me the
Now
quick.
that one
We're getting ready to
is,
run out of time, so give me the quick 30-second
okay.
rundown of that one. So
Uh, that one is just all the different plugins. There's a couple of paid plugins there. That InstaBuilder does all your opt-in pages. It's a really nice plugin. And then there's also the Rapid Mailer, which is your autoresponder, which
okay.
will run right off the server.
Oh, okay, great. And what's that?
That's just one of the basic themes that comes with it. This is off a subdomain, so basically you don't want to really have any front page to this because it's going to bring down your your SOE or your SEO
Okay,
ranking. So it's basically just kind of the holding tank.
right, right. All right, what do we got here?
That one I can't quite see, but is that viral blitz per, perhaps?
Um, yeah, I don't know. I can't see
Okay,
what's up.
that one, yeah.
We'll skip it on
If
over.
that one's viral,
We'll just go here and check out the one that we can't see.
okay.
So
Okay, that's still iMarket for
this is
Success.
rapid
So
mailers.
that's basic, yeah, it's the holding tank basically. So it's got your stats for the rapid mailer. I just set that up a couple of weeks ago. So I mean, I haven't even started the list on that, but
Oh,
it's
okay,
set up and it's pretty well ready to go.
great. I think I'm gonna. These are all just the same admins for the different
Yep,
sites. I'm assuming, right?
yep, that's right.
So we'll just kind of skip through
Viral
all
Blitz
these.
has its own blog.
Okay, so it's got its own little blog site, and then this is just all your WordPress themes that you use for different
Yeah,
ones, and it's
yeah.
all on WordPress. Then everything is
For the blogs, yes.
okay. And then this kind of talks about our revenues. It's back up where it should be, and I think you kind of
Yeah,
already explained that with the other stuff regarding the family
yeah,
issues and stuff, and just you had told me you used to work on this with your mother and your sister, and so with
yeah,
them being gone, it just made it a little more difficult, and that's understandable. So this
yeah.
looks like this is really a project that someone could get and really flourish with just by putting in a little bit of that extra effort that you've been
Oh, definitely.
unable to do it.
Yeah.
Now, why did you have the little flux of expenses for those few months there?
Because back in August, I split off to two different servers, and we were trying a few different things with the different scripts, and I wanted to see how it worked with two uh, two different servers. So of course I had double server payments, which
Oh,
was
okay.
about 75 a
Okay.
month. And after a few months, decided it really wasn't doing any difference, so I went back down to one.
Right. All right. Well, we kind of already did this. You said you just wake up and send out ads and check ads and uh,
What ticket?
you
Do
know.
a bit of advertising. I mean, the only other things are my contests. I do weekly and monthly contests. So, I mean, they take you a little longer. I do my contests every Sunday is what I have it scheduled to. And to do my contest, I pick three winners. It takes me about 15, 20 minutes as long as I stay focused on what I'm doing.
Okay. Great. And sorry for feeling rushed. We don't usually have 10 different sites to go over in one little listing thing, you know. So, and I think we talked about the site growth and future expectations as well. There's lots of room for growth with this. Just if someone's going to take it over where their heart's more into it and prepared to, Dawn's just she's just ready. She's got some other projects. She's ready to move on to some new and more exciting things for her in her life, and so that's kind of where this is at. It's just been sitting there and being a little neglected, as she said, and so it's the site growth is really there by someone that's just ready to come in and put the throttle down, so to speak. So,
Yeah.
and we've already gone over all that. You're ready to move on. And some bigger and better projects for you and yourself. So I've asked, I had a few questions that we've gotten, and I kind of went through those already. And
Yeah.
I think that's about it. Do you have anything that you feel might be important, real quick, that you want to bring up before we move on?
Um, Not that I can think of. I think if you just bring in the right person that wants a project, someone that's retired or semi-retired, and just looking to fill part of their day to give them something to do, these are the perfect type of sites. So you don't need to be a genius to run them. My mom was totally computer illiterate, and she had no problem going in, approving ads, submitting ads for me, anything like that. So I mean, it's quite easy thing to do, and it's just get yourself into a good schedule, go in there. I load up all the sites and just bang, 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 go and approve each of all the ads, and then go on to the next thing, or just go and take the rest of the day off.
Right.
And that's the beauty of it. You don't have to be chained to your computer, which is a nice thing.
Great. Perfect. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. That's a picture of me and my beautiful family. My name is Ryan Lane. So if you guys need to get a hold of me about anything, my phone number is 509-668-0000, and my email is rlane@latonas.com. So feel free to get a hold of me. My Skype is also ryan.lane.latonas. And Don, thanks for giving us the time, and I appreciate
You're
everything.
welcome.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Bye bye.